Hello YouTube, here we are at SanRex Welding. I'm going to talk a little bit about plasma welding, torches, what they are, and how they are set up. Here is your typical plasma welding torch, the 70-degree head. This is what they call the 4A. It's a 200 amp plasma welding torch. We will talk more about this in detail. What the consumables are, how it comes apart, how you put it together, how do you set setback, all the things that pertains to proper setup for plasma welding. Here is a view of the different torch angles that are available in plasma welding. You have the 70 degree, the 90 degree, and the 180 degree head, along with a phenolic handle or rack and pinion, depending on your application. Here's a picture of the 4 most common torches and the cutaway views of the inside, which we will discuss in more detail. At the top, you will see that's the 2A, 75 amp torch. The 3A, 150 amp torch. The 4A, 200 amp torch. And the 300 amp torch. These are the most common torches in plasma welding that are out there in the marketplace. Let's now look at the 4A torch. This will give you a pretty good idea of the parts and consumables that are inside the torch. You have the shield cup. You have the tip. Inside, you'll see you have an electrode. The electrode is a tungsten, 2% thoriated. And it comes out real easy like that. And there you have it. That is the consumables of the plasma welding torch. Here is the 150 amp torch. You notice it has no liner. The 75 amp and the 150 amp torch do not have liners. The only liners come in the 200 amp torch and the 300 amp torch. Now you notice here on this 200 amp torch there is 2 O-rings located on the liner. This is a liner, it unthreads, but since it's cut away I can take it out. These 2 O-rings, when you replace the liner, need to be replaced. The black one goes down towards the bottom of the torch, and the red one goes towards the top. What takes a little finesse is putting the black one into the bottom of the torch. There are special tools for that. This is the insertion tool for the O-ring. I put the O-ring in it, you push it all the way down to the bottom, release it, and put it into place, pull it back, and it inserts it. This takes a little finesse when you're looking at it, when the torch is all together, and a little practice. But that is the basic technique for putting it in. When you take it out, there's an extraction tool. And what you use is you get in there, and you get underneath the connection, and where it goes into its little socket, and you pull it out of the torch. Again, it takes a little finesse, a little timing, a little patience, but it is doable, and as you do more of them, it becomes relatively easy. The 2 torches that have liners would be the 200 amp and the 300 amp torch. This is the 200 amp torch, this is the 300 amp torch. Here is the 150 amp torch. You notice it has no liner. The 75 amp and the 150 amp torch do not have liners. The only liners come in the 200 amp torch and the 300 amp torch.